Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Well, good morning. And a third time is a charm at doing this podcast. Apparently, I didn't realize my laptop needed some updates, and the last two attempts at this video got all distorted and choppy, so I had to update it. So anyway, good morning. It's a happy Sunday to everybody. I hope you have a blessed day of worship for all you believers out there, and for those of you who don't, I still hope it's a day of rest for you. And for all those who have to work, thank you for your service today, especially those who do jobs that are vital to the functioning of society. So yesterday I never got around to making a podcast. Day got ahead of me. I had a funeral in the morning, appointments in the afternoon, out in the evening, and it never happened. So can't do one every day, although I've been doing a pretty good stretch here for a while, so that's been good. A little coffee this morning. Black Rifle Coffee Company. Their chocolate flavored coffee is really good. So today, briefly, I want to talk about the middle section of my homily. So it's the third Sunday, and our theme at Immaculate Heart of Mary this year is the year of vision, where we want to see with clarity. And we want to try to develop some clarity of thought and clarity of practice. And of course, with the desire that clarity really is being faithful to Jesus, that we are trying to imitate him and his way of living. And we're trying to emulate our master because we are his disciples. So today's homily or talk, third Sunday talk, is about same-sex unions, the church's response to them, how we handle that, people of same-sex attraction, of whom we all know plenty of people in that area, and then transgender issues at the end, and trying to develop a Christian and charitable and common sense approach to all three. I'm sure my homily will be taped at 9:30 Mass, so there'll be a copy of that available. But let's just talk about the middle section. And one of the things I said last night in the homily, and we'll repeat this more, I said, when I meet people wondering whether they are straight or gay isn't in my top 10 list of things I assess about them or wonder about them or question about them. Sexual identity or sexual attraction is not high on the list. And it is only high on the list because our culture has made such an issue out of it. Now, part of it is perhaps not bad. We don't want discrimination based on those things. I think that's very true. Even though I think there's, that balance between discrimination and freedom of religion is one that's going to get tested in our society, and we have to find some balance with. Like anybody of whatever sexual attraction they are, straight, homosexual, or no attraction at all, should not be denied any fundamental services or rights or things in our society. But the extras, like, if I go to a Jewish delicatessen, I'm not going to demand that they make me a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. I think that is ridiculous. I will go to somewhere else, And I think that was the case in Colorado where they went to a baker, this gay couple, to demand that he make a cake for them, all with the desire to ruin this guy, to make a public statement about it. And that's unfortunate. I mentioned that in the homily too. But when I meet somebody, probably the first thing I try to understand about you is your gender and your age, and then your appearance. Excuse me. And then there's other things after that as I get to meet you. I mean, I'm going to, all these things happen in microseconds. But I guarantee you it's not in the top 10 list. Am I wondering, are you gay? Or are you straight? Now, it may become apparent, and maybe you tell me that because it's relevant to you, but most of the time I don't think we do. And I think because our society heightens it so much, it becomes a divisive issue. And that's unfortunate. Again, so most of the time when I'm meeting you, I just want to know who you are, what your name is, what you're about, why we're interacting, and try to do all that with patience and charity and genuine interest because you are a neighbor. Well, the crickets are calling, so maybe I have to talk more about this tomorrow, or maybe I'll do a homily tomorrow. Talk about that in maybe the hour-long podcast in the afternoon for Almond Arts Presents. Anyway, God bless everybody. Love one another and be kind.